and that is that I have kind of a merry war with my father. I love my dad, but he calls me a damn liberal, and I call him a crazy redneck conservative. And so we have this battle going on, right? And he's beating me right now because he just got me a 3-year membership to the NRA. So, anyway, I just graduated from graduate school in August, moved down here back to Nebraska. You know, I grew up just up the road. My folks live in Wallace, we farm. And I was so excited because I feel like I finally come of age. I'm going to get the Omaha World Herald, my own subscription to the paper for the first time in my whole life. And I'm getting ready to do it, and I find out there's not going to be an Omaha World Herald. So I'm pretty bummed. I don't know what I'm going to do. So then I decided that since my dad played such a nice little trick on me, I'm going to even out the score and get a subscription to the New York Times.
Yeah. Most of you that grew up with the World Herald, my family always had it. They grew up on a farm in Curtis, and it was just always there. At least old enough to remember Dick Tracy and Will Abner. But a couple of things that it's just so much a part of Sunday afternoon. I mean, I don't know how we're going to do Sunday afternoon. What are we going to do around our table on Sunday afternoon? You sit around and read the Sunday World Herald. That's just what you do. We're really at a loss in the what we do. We actually took a family picture this last Sunday, sitting around reading the last I didn't get the picture for in here tonight. But my mother, when I mean, she was a reader. She was kind of an intellectual person, and she loved to read, and she loved the newspaper. She loved the World Herald. But when Dad passed away, for some reason, she didn't seem like she didn't feel entitled to this huge, massive Sunday World Herald. It just, you know, she just wasn't worthy of this much newspaper. She said, and the sports page. Who reads that thing anyway?
A couple other things is recently the World Herald came out with a new columnist. His name is Nelson, and he's kind of a smart ass, I think, really. But I'm trying to figure out whether I like him or I don't. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. I'm going to miss him. I know that, for sure. And,
I started by writing a nasty letter to the World Herald, like 5,000 other people did. Said now that we don't have to waste time reading the World Herald, out here on the plains, we'll have more time to gather up buffalo chips to heat our sod house. They never printed it, but I imagine they got a lot tougher ones than that. And then, when I called to cancel my subscription, they offered to mail, which I didn't want a day or two late, or read it online for $5. And I asked her, I said, you're paying me $5 or you want me to pay you $5? I'm not doing it. So I've pretty well reconciled myself to our 5-day subscription to the McCook Gazette and the North Platte Telegraph on weekends, so I can have something delivered to my door, because I'm too darn lazy to go get it. But as a little guy, my brother had the paper route for Butte, Nebraska. And my little brother and in our infinite wisdom, my brother's name was Herald. We actually believed it was called the Omaha World Herald. My brother delivered it. And then later on, when my brother Ronnie took over, they never changed it to that. Omaha World Ronnie. Very confusing for a little kid. And then my one dig at the World Herald is, later on in life, we got to call my older brother Harold Weird Herald, so you put it together, we had the Omaha Weird Herald. His writing. And Nelson, the guy that you're questioning, I was really getting on to him. I think he has the potential to be the Mike Royko of Omaha. If Omaha just had a little bit more corruption. I think he would expose it. He's the kind of guy that takes on the establishment. I was really starting to enjoy this.
This title, Our Former Friend. The Omaha World Herald was printed mostly in black, although with color sometimes. The editor always has his say, but it may take quite a few lines. I've read the paper from front to back for many, many years, and when told I'd no longer get it delivered, it almost brought me to tears. But now I'm sympathetic to the people who call the shots, for they have figured out how to lead out important spots, like southwest Nebraska, where the people are quite smart, know how to analyze the news, as is the citizens' part. We like to see what's happening in the city to the east, like who's killing who, and which politician gets the least. The sports page leaves us out, or hardly prints a line, but that's all right, for when we're number one, we really shine. The old WH or the new WH, it was all the same to us. We enjoyed the state and national news, but sometimes had to cuss. Their city views and tax reviews left us to pay the bill. I'm not sure that's right, but in our water fight, their support was almost nil. But our hat's off to the man that put us in the can and took away our news. He got us stirred up to a point that's given us the blues. But as a farewell to someone that deserted us because we were only a few, we say goodbye, good luck, and goddamn you.